omuka chere say senior high school no bebre o sika omanso metima akọ nti na hu hia say be ya ma obia bono aka so tie yo ka say se na waka chere say ono no otimi afford sanitary pad no nti ade nti na wo say yenso omonso omo bae no omo ba be say sika say omo dey provide sanitary pads ama oba bia
who say sika say
no anya sika say but I'm using me way in reference to what they said back then instead of me bisana sa asem. Moreover, I don't know if you've more videos be a trendy after some share sanitary pads no. In Bema nya architect sanitary pads in Bema. Person me so say in Bema so sebe yen so ye bia na omo ye ani so me pad yen so ye bia na.
One videos and Bema e bia na ye omo nuanom bi dia.
Iti no
and they were giving so mumfa.
Iti me ba iti say omo nuanom dia na say idea or promises say or the mass students in bank in Ketwana omo primary any senior high school na ochecha mom so otra or the member nom fen koma amawofo e wo fie no mun use ana say or the member nom fan koye den omo fen kodi agro we so mu isa asem no ano eman nti won na wo hwe president Mahama time a owo opposition a o start say okay canin sem ni nyama o peso ni ni ano obo say or promise like no or kasa obe free say ebia I mean they already planned everything to happen very well. But here lies the case no. This 120 days, a lot of, I mean, nyama bebree no encha ye kra.
Eden.
Share in toko ekoso oboku. Omo opposition. Omo di boku no twa empo asa nso omo ba ye hwe na ekoso ye kunku amanfo e oboku. Share just in 120 days omo ba ye. Share scandals I shall say etiti.
Scandals where?
Yati say yomo sizi national security sizi cocaine ni nyama. Afi yenko say omo say e fake. Yati say I mean, suspicious flights, bisu so aba Kotoka International Airport. Ombe explain here na afide che say explanation ombe ma ye kra de che say. Mo be say asem ne kra. Nti den e chepa say I mean amamo we mu no ekoyi. 120 days here omo de sha say den e che say bibia ekoyi.
Neza wo ye babunu no.
I'm not seeing any good thing. Meaning who bibi papa bia ekoso o man mu in this 120 days. Minya be man so sha say ka say ye free aben mu na $1 to cedi so that 17 Ghana cedis. And also antro as at 6 January 2025. That dollar was 14 Ghana cedis. So if right now it is 13 Ghana cedis, what I mean then I will say
who difference?
I mean come on. What are they trying to tell us? In just this 120 days.
Saying 120 days in Mabunu I impact on my life.
I mean we've not seen any good impact in our lives this 120 days. Shedum says asukoso. Among for a shall see another previous government.
Campuses munya light out.
See that even campuses.
But you know light. There interesting. Team for see your noom light. Just conference your doom light. So how?
Omuntro ne biani o. Almost see doom lights. Almost see Ghana as in doom lights. Almost see doom lights. Even in Sio, because almost a campus come in Sio. So, me or border. Because in Sio, come omunya be the jari. Almost brands omunya in Sio. Water shortage.
Water shortage is why I hate the campuses.
Water shortage. Ni come for lights in you. Even in airports. Even in airports. Shagalam say so. Airports create doom lights for airports. Airports. But now airport site you lim na
you do light to airport you do more campus and area. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm trying to say that the doom so that they are saying say a new one doom so ho but they don't want to even what acknowledge the fact say doom so ho you have say na man peni e ka kire say o makra say emergency fuel na ho nkeka for free Nigeria because na say good konum no ba be some maintenance nyama binum and afterwards no we will not see doom so again. Okay, fine. And I fast asem eji tum sa January nim. And so in there as at May, doom so kusukos we see in there the Wednesday so that will be Sunday. Sunday doom lights 3 times in a single day. 3 times in a eduma na so. Until the adem pa the papa be pa na ekoso man this 120 days here mo bet na me hu hwe bi papa bia no ekoso man.
The debate is on. I think we'll get the second batch. And we okay with Muset. All right. My main call 10 ho. I think 120 days. He's raising Doomso. He's raising NSMBACCA. And according to him, Mabunun Suitie, 10 for now changes. Where them is Yamin Yama in the Omunyin frame. Time for no as a test conforce campus creatum cania, take for the Duncania. Yes, Memusi Duncania, maybe. Are you not hit by that our campuses? Or say in your class one day, I'm more campuses in the first 120 days of the president.
Opinion meda wasi bebre. Now, say if we meet as students and then we are to assess the 120 days of a government, we have to try as much as your panel. Let's go straight to the point and speak the truth. Because one thing that this government is doing is that it's being very factual and very open and honest to Ghanaians. Me bra penye kasano ka say 24-hour economy. Do you know Honorable Augustus Tano, who is Gusitano, thank you, who is in charge of the 24-hour economy? Parliament, a friend, say they don't understand the 24-hour economy. So Gusitano actually on a Saturday organized a seminar in Parliament, of which the opposition side, MPP, decided not to attend. In the normal, I say 24-hour economy. It is normal.
They are not seeing it.
See, it is normal. It is normal because they've not say they want to understand what really is going on. So if they come and see here and portray their ignorance, fair enough. We'll give them the chance to flow. Then again,
is it being implemented? That's what he's questioning.
As I'm talking to you now, Ghana Publishing Authority is running 24-hour economy.
24-hour economy,
and that, yes.
Oh, okay.
And that is just opposite Accra Technical University, of which they school there. So if they sit here and tell you that, say, they are not seeing, say, 24-hour economy is being implemented, this could clearly see that these are people that have intentionally decided to be blind. So we will allow them to speak what they want to speak. But when we get the opportunity in there,
so in 120 days, as part of the achievement,
yes,
you want to tell us,
yes,
say, Omampenya implemented 24-hour economy. It's rolled it out.
It's being implemented.
Okay.
It's being implemented, of which I've mentioned one company. You can do your research. Take your phone right now and search. Open your bit, search. Then again, he also spoke about dismissal of or can say Omampenya dismiss some public sector.
Yeah, before yes. Now it is a major problem for a lot of people.
And senior minister, Safumafu, and say the public sector is full. Into pay more private sector. You will and
speaking to the microphone.
You will say and this MP. Oh my God. Forgetting the name. One of the MPs, Ekache and said, "Them mobununi are lazy." Now, they don't pay ejuma yet. The ejuma ni a government sector. Why then? A month for you to leave government, you want to infiltrate the system. You want to embedding the public sector. Ubabe free abemu na fe na ubabe fa amanfo ejuma. Of which Felix Ofosu-Kwakye now oye. Felix Ofosu-Kwakye now spokesperson on the transition team on the side of the NDC. Ekache say, time na transitional process na ekoso. They saw that problem. Say the government is infiltrating as some last minute employment be, and they told them that please, you are leaving power. You shouldn't do that. It is wrong. 2016, Osafo Ekache and say, if we infiltrate, they are going to clear all those people. What has changed today? What has changed today?
You indeed cleared them.
We are not clearing them. It is their own ghost that has come back. It is their own ghost that has come to hunt them back. You are not going to infiltrate the public sector with party people. As a matter of fact, when the employment was even the employment, they didn't do it fairly. As a matter of fact, employment, mostly you see it being published in newspapers, graphics, and all those published everywhere. See, Kanokre, baby say Parliament.
Buying Pamu will be in 120 days.
If you were being employed
properly
after 7th December and a year far away, Juma, senior, I'm telling you today, all those people have been sacked. If you feel that you are qualified, We will take you off. We will check the system. If indeed there is vacancy, come and apply.
Rate His Excellency the President in 120 days out of 10.
Senior, 10 over 10.
All right. Mami Miza, Mampenyi Mahama out of 10.
Yeah, I'll rate him 10 over 10. But before rating him, I would like to just go briefly on the water shortages on campus.
Yes.
Yes. Let me.
No, I just want to know.
Yes, but that problem, you see, they don't make research. You see, within the communities, yes, they don't do community. They don't do research in the community. Let me finish.
Please, let him finish. Yeah.
You see, that community in Tudu enclave. You see,
okay, community no.
When we say Tudu in Hausa, it means mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But that enclave, they have water problem, and Accra Poly too finds themselves in that community. So that problem was since 2016. Problem no and I will speak in the microphone for the whole public to hear, and I'm going to thank Honorable Dr. Zenato Agyemang for the yeoman's job that she did to us last year. She came to donate full 2 tankers of water to all the students, whether you are in TNO, TESCON, whether you have party, you are not belonging to any party. Go and enjoy this water. Asa, it's a major problem in the community. When any partisan will be out, a problem. So we'll be calling on the government to come and fix that problem for us. Recently, I attended GA meeting, and the SRC vice president came to tell us that the management of the school has made research, and they have seen where the fault is coming from, but they are going to fix it. Today, I visited the washroom. The waters are running.
The what and the washrooms and the Accra Technical University more serious problem with water.
Water.
Say yeah, say enano pe uko eni nsuo neighbor. So
yeah, bana so be sa tiako.
That means there's a serious problem.
Yes.
It was our school.
Yes. Since Nana, like EpaHoaDaben.
Can it be solved?
It can be solved.
And if somebody is complaining about it, why do you have an issue?
So wait,
he's doing politics.
Political, but this is not politics.
A problem.
Yes, because
can it be solved by a political regime?
Yes, it can be solved.
Okay.
Because MPP. Time when we be and can problem no.
And then
120 days. Say and then mama be fixes our problem ni maya. Then mama is better than them. You've been into power since 8 years ago. Say and then mama be fix here. Oh. Mama is better than them. Even one day be fixes our problem ni maya is better than them. So what are they trying to say?
So you all the rating now, mommy.
10 over 10.
Okay, so, was it 10 over 10?
It's 10 over 10.
Okay.
Zinatoka ultimifa akufa do ka be tu zinatoka.
Yeah. All right. So may go back to their menu about 24-hour economy now 24-hour economy before even 2025. When I was making my submission with the 24-hour economy, I said I made my statement say as in a clear plan, NMPA, an outline, say a clear plan for the initiative itself. Now, before 2025, Mecca said there has been 24-hour services operating in various industries. You understand? When you look at the health, sector, there's 24-hour economy running. When you look at the police service, 24-hour economy running. So in my understanding, or with the perspective that I have, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, if this is the same procedure, this is the same as in perspective, adia ohu the 24-hour economy as adia no person, then he shouldn't even have made that a policy.
Okay, so Open just say said you
Was
what
published, yes.
all canon. Sana opese or chese no 24 hour economy.
Because as it stands now, health 24-hour economy. It was hot since before even 2025. And the policy nearby, there has been instances and there has been services that operate 24-hour economy. Do you understand? But I am making my submission in the sense, say 24-hour economy, no. So obey and say a policy and that we need to. There should be a clear outline. There should be a plan.
Okay. And that reminds me, I want to. My name is was it institution Ben I mentioned?
Ghana Population Authority.
So we're running a 3-shift system.
Yes,
that's what they are doing there now.
Yeah.
Okay, 2000.
Okay. In this share the 24-hour economy now. That is it. Say if it is that angle or share, then it has been something that has been even in existence before even John Dramani Mahama was in office. Secondly, so Adebakwa American say his priority was employment. Or share the major policy and all was employment.
Yes,
now you contradict and America you contradict yourself and say even if in Nkofumpo have been employed illegally. No, how do you know they are party folks? How do you know? Maybe because even as at the time I didn't start here, no illegal dismissal on start here, no. We had an NDC folk. So I just maybe hold on. No, allow me to say
illegal.
Hold on.
What do you mean by illegal?
Hold on. Now, correct.
What do you mean by illegal dismissal?
He says
what does it mean by illegal dismissal?
No, you are not listening to me. What did you say? Or say
illegal dismissal.
No, he didn't say that.
That's what he said.
No, okay. He said said they were illegally employed.
Yes,
that's what
he said.
That's what he was saying.
And
I was saying
yes. No, Miss Yemfane say. No, hold on. Miss Yemfane say. Do you understand? And I know Okase. My brother behind me say, MPP folks. Let me say, how did they know say MPP folks? Be honest, because even their own people. That MPP folks, but Omunya Ghana for na. Hold on. Are there Americans? Are you trying to run the country a partisan way? The country cannot be run in a partisan way. Ghanaians voted for John Dramani Mahama to become president, but it seems his administration is becoming too partisan. Number one, you made your main policy the 24-hour economy. That is your main policy. And I said something. Let's
speak facts.
No, hold on. That is after the 7th. Are they not Ghanaians?
Let's speak facts.
No, hold on. 24-hour economy is to create 24-hour economy. No, it is to create jobs.
Yes, but what is legal is illegal.
Yes.
The fact that
they are not getting the point. They are not getting the point. The Americans say the main motive behind this agenda, that is the 24-hour economy. He said,
it is very funny.
Allow him to finish.
It is very funny that
I'll come to you.
You want to explain 24-hour economy now. Wow, it is very funny.
Now the 24-hour economy.
Is it not true that it was meant for employment?
Yes, it was meant for employment. So, yes. Now, one is meant for employment. You, the same president, come to sack people. People who are employed, you now. So it's as if say you are It's as if say you are flip-flop. You just contradict. You do something, you contradict yourself. Secondly, the sanitary part, my sister was speaking about. Now, the sanitary part, that budget itself for that sanitary part can even be used to run an industry to operate 24-hour economy, because 295, roughly about 300 million Ghana cedis, can run an industry that can employ people for 24 hours to produce more sanitary pads.
But what will happen to girls, about the 2 million girls?
No, I'm coming. What I'm trying to say is that.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm coming. Hold on. Remember, this budget is a huge budget. To my perspective, my perspective, because this after the 120 days, the amount observing from afar. From my perspective, 292 million Ghana cedis, roughly to 300. Yeah, my perspective, to 300 million Ghana cedis.
Obie
Juma ni sasikano to produce more. Yes, to produce more of the pad now. Imoblu benya ejuma aye afasa ade no ho. You understand? So John Dramani Maham's priority looks so different from what we were expecting. He has a different priority.
So rate him out of 10 after 120 days.
Okay, out of 10, I would be very honest, I would give him about 3 over 10.
3 over 10.
Yeah, sure, 3 over 10.
All right.
So the 3 over 10
We're wrapping up. Okay, so you also, I'll give you a minute. Now, because my guests are here ready. As a youth, His Excellency President Mahama 120 days, Uber rating is a. And the NPP TESCON is rating His Excellency President Mahama 3 out of 10. NDC is rating him, you said 8 or?
No. We rate His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 10 over 10. As a matter of fact, 120 days has seen the youths being happy. And then free SHS program is being rolled out to reform free SHS, which very soon we are going to see the gold green system being scrapped off. As a matter of fact, get fund.
When is very soon?
Opinion. And I make a choice.
Was it 2020?
And then because
we are talking about the 120.
And then the education minister.
Hold on. When you say 120 days,
yes.
You count what is happening, what has happened.
Yes. So as I'm talking to you now,
whatever program should be impacting on no free SHS. So will be a free SHS no. At the end, will benefit for whatever program be a. Mampenyi NCCI in 120 days.
Good. In the end, I make sure say. And now I know what say. Oman Penny, I say, education minister, and say, one setting up committee. Now we'll make sure say a gold green system. It is a step. You make a step. Yes, you make a step. And now I know what say. A free SHS. A duania chairman kolano. First, now buffer stock no you centralize it and then you decentralize it. A headmasters no. A be show mokena. Ama one kasa wa procure. A duania ma one student because they are there and they know the needs of the students. And then me know what say. Get fund. Ene omunye me penyifu omo na omo enjoy. The other time no omo say you on copy get fund. Omunye ene ya on copy get fund. Ama you happy. Today they are all happy applying for scholarship. They are all applying for scholarship through get fund. Ene student loan trust fund ya shemukina. First, now who apply minimum 1,000, maximum 2,000. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Watum. And then Agyemang program has been launched. The youth are happy. People that have small business. E-levy. But senior, advice na me pese. Advice. Me landing. Senior, me landing no. Me senior man no. Me pese me advice won't say. Please, when they get the platform to speak to Ghanaians, at least, if you've lied to Ghanaians for 80 years, this time that you are in your position, please use this time to redeem yourself. Speak the truth to Ghanaians.
Finally, from Tesco. 1 minute for the two of you.
You've been in government for 8 years. What do you do about the water shortage on campus and all of that? You've had a sitting MP. And I say any MP, collect or MP. Into what? MP new office. What has the MP done over it?
That is what he said. That is what he said. Say the MP.
No, your MP. You see, your MP has come to donate 2 tanks of water. And the thing is, 2 tanks of water. How is 2 tanks of water going to solve the issue on campus?
All right,
as a sitting MP, you need to do things to solve issues.
Thank you, Mamintien. Hold on. So, Mamintien, we are wrapping up.
Now, neighbor,
I think we will have this debate once more, but not today.
With the employment side,
that
is the dismissal.
TESCOM. That
is the dismissal. The dismissal for employment. The Omokase, they were being sacked. Now, on the 22nd of December, 2020, that's 2016. The president, then that's the current president, John Dramani Mahama. That's the 22nd of December. 2016. You can check on that's Ghana Web. couple of midnight appointments. You can check. No, you so God, no. It's the American essay. A president, maybe a president or no. Tobo. Debbie Tobo, a idea why you be that. So I neighbor, but it shouldn't be something that they should even sit here and even talk about, because I idea on president. So I be. Secondly, with sanitary pad, no, Ghana has a lot of sanitary pad companies. This money should have even been invested in the companies. No. Wait.
And where did the monies go?
No, so the money.
I'm wrapping up. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Ebuma form fiti May last year
Madam Ase.
It what about fiti last year go supply in so much students.
I went here Madam Munjina Ase. When we say kakra on the 120 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Emebunu Abeka Omudie, Tain Tescom, Madam Munina Mase, O Yankopon, and come here, best I share you some other time. Every time, Madam, who about my brother Fonsoy Crado, you know, mobile to Edge Media, so happy 98.9 FM. I'll be back after this.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Hey, na Dua Sudia Herbal Clinic. Sa wasa yare easily sa.
Dua Sudia Herbal Clinic. Na aven watu wa munka. Hunemani yare, sunsumu yare, yare kwankro. Ya wasan wo hono. Yesi bini.
Me kuma yare na ye kwankro. Ana bi mu kra de ahye beye. Oduru ho a doctor ne de ahaban gu ni komu a munum ho ara hwem ya wenya na yare sa.
Chese instant healing.
Me sewo.
Ayare sa wo baby o.
Dua Sudia Herbal Clinic.
Wo yare no. Doctor Ohinebo Fori e de fasoro na ansa wo de befa fom. Chese ekwan bia so yare antimi nwane enfiri nanim.
Dua Sudia Herbal Clinic.
E bayal semu an wa ben seja wa ben wo hye. Kuma se wa brepo Broni Krum, Freho 0248 427 998, and Akaswa Breku 0246 35 47 47.
Akrobato, me come for Dua Sudia Herbal Center. Wow, here be a bra, a koye.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
etoda wo kontimi do champagne pa nanso wo sike kura wo no na ye juice ene betumi ato so so pese wo kura mre kura sika na udwumadi a wudie won mo wonim dwumadie no etimi dima wo ewo bra wode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia ene ha ho kura Isanze E-Productions, ya best sort you out. Frey, so open studio and production equipment rental. Infidia, ya di trust and yahodu nyinano. Ya betimi dibia femo. Corporate and social videography. So we do jumebie, a opesa o train egun humaso. Frey. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Frey. Documentaries, Frey. Photography, any live streaming. Se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di jumebie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Frey. Why nyom na pese oye nyom no ho akasamfonia Frey jingle IVR any voice over production Frey short and long film Frey yetete phone humanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858 ana se hwie kira kwan ye wo Asylum Down ye ben Happy 98.9 FM E-Productions capture the moment.
Happy Mother's Day greetings from Airport West Hotel. Celebrate the special women in your life with a Mother's Day buffet lunch with local drinks and a special gift for Mama. Rate 450 Ghana cedis per head. Date Sunday, 11th May 2025. Time 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Remember, there's a special gift for every mama. Take advantage of this offer now. Advanced reservations required. Call 0204 339 005 or 0244 358-802 or follow on socials at airportwest.hotel. Happy Mother's Day from Airport West Hotel, Accra.
When God made you my mother, he was being good to me.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Ana ye din komo na ye share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama January 7, 2025. And I swear in as President of the Republic of Ghana na o ashasia oyi ni cabinet na oye juma. Eno ka say enyema de waye bibri. Na wonso wadwenkyere ni se de wusi hu no na dwuma a waba abeye no obetimi de amane yen na ye ne wiase nyina ache wo Facebook Happy 98.9 FM o join ne ye ne ye de obeka nkomo no ho na ya hwe wasem a woka na fi ya kenkan amewiase ate wonka ebi ne ewo mu ene se 120 days His Excellency John Dramani Mahama niema bibiri na waye na manfo nso ewo bibiri omunso esusu edifa de waye ene de wonyeye ehun. Daniel Edu was a MASQ. It is never true that the health sector is running a 24-hour economy. It is never true. When you fall ill in the evening and you go to the hospital, you will meet only one or two nurses. I think we were in the crew. You meet only one or two nurses. Or two nurses without a doctor. And they will tell you the doctor has closed. And then the problem is beyond the nurse, count yourself a dead person. So if you go to the hospital and you meet one or two nurses and they tell you that the doctor has closed and the problem is beyond the nurses, count yourself dead. And if the problem is beyond the nurses, count yourself dead. Now, he said that I have witnessed this personally. I've witnessed this myself. The nurse sometimes will call any doctor they think will answer. Then the doctor will tell them what to do. And also, Edian Godwin Amegache, Eddie, also good afternoon, MASQ, watching you live from Medina Cruz Junction. And also, Eddie, our day, Bayern. These guys are making me laugh. MASQ. In 2024, dollar was 16.5298. Now, a dollar is 13.3200. Fuel price is now going down. He said gold total 14.41. That is for diesel, and then 13.3565 for petrol. Star Oil, the almost the Abba, and so I will give them 8 of 10 for the 120 days. And also the this one is Finamon Kala Fitri. If I don't get your name right, forgive me. When the MPP was in power, they said doom CSA, but they want us to believe and accept that this time around it is doom so. Also, for the Brana Afi Yankin, happy 98.9 FM. Menchain CCA away yemene mu eba bedi nkomo yenua ato dadzi GCPP for omu general secretary is a lawyer na ne ewosenka wono obekan ye ho na last minute na ono nso bibi ababe sankran mu awonia Agyemang dia ono nso wanya health issue bi okwan so awokwa akosiesie ama abusua nti ono entimi ama meka yensa no nso ama yen notice ewo ho but say if say mpenifo mienu a omo nso eka adwumadie ho ene ebuku omo eno omo ba behwe 120 days of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no mu mienu ewa ha Chairman Omari Wadie, a former national vice chairperson of the New Patriotic Party. Ono ewo menchensi siya meneno babedi nkomo Sara enso ena opanyin ba ko a ono nso eba amamu ene ne nhyehyeye mu titu on security enom ne ade a ono nso wakwidare mu yie pa na ordininim die eba betai yechi ene ewie Yera Johans Koku oye executive chairman at the MASQ Center for African Development and Progress our menchen nidin ba kono me ba me bre o kan say nya blojlo aha so ya na medwane akwakote Yera Johans Koku na maka ena chairman Omari Wadie enso ewo menchen benfo me mamo adwo emamo akwaba.
Thank you.
Chairman Apombo Kode. Bija mic no mame na.
Nyame na dunti yengu. Kunkrada romenti.
Chairman ani edo tuma mintie.
Metiase o mingu yo. Yetiase nsu yengu da.
Wo opposition.
En mekano. Your opposition is yetiase.
More reporter. Mamiza, how do you feel 120 days are more free power? 120 days in opposition, it is a
well, as you can see, yetiase. As I the man coupon. No boss should be a shisha, and then some beer as I can go as Ukraine a hard drink. Don't say yes. You say we will never lose hope because we have God. The God we serve, will see us through the next 4 years.
Position heading 120 days.
That's not the first time I have opposition. We've been in position before, and we've been in power before. It's who power. Me, for instance, who were in power. I became the national vice chairman. I was still doing my business. We are in opposition. I'm no more the national vice chairman. I'm still doing my business. My only worry and concern is the power of people's pocket.
People's pocket, not your pocket.
Except my man for bottom year and a man for a better car, and I saw a better assassin, and I saw maybe sit down in many beer.
And they are
my dear. No, no, bottom year that gun and in bottom year one copper bang where I'll be a carto, and I saw a pass I see an answer Dianto. Nina as a honeymoon. The man for bottom in your pet, let me watch them. They always pray, say, I might be a wasson. Or man for bottom my head. Then never call ye, and never call ya, and I'm just Majuma, a becos.
The move free power no 120 days, Nino. Say now, what you make call?
And I may say, we may buy no crab Ben's back. In fact, I'm about January. And catch a car no crab by 2, 3, I charge 3 months. Can't that's what you me. Kaya for ye me po music be beba. Ye be twa me ka. Ma koya dwuma bi. Ni nyina obia na ban so na just won tua on fi obia won tua obia ka. Contractor full suppliers you. That's a ban spend here. Na sika e ba manfo botom. Contractor na gi ni sika na watua na worker sika. Na omo free cement no ko tua omuka. Na omo free no abo okotua omuka. Driver for omo eye adwuma ma okotua omuka. Na abitua the free cement peso car. No nso akotua the omo load boys no. San sika Ghana san biase na sika ti o. Na baye na adwen so wontua bibia. Workers nko na obetua omuka. Workers for the same one money mo dia. De bia budget daso.
That's what
budget daso. The ever sit down, the ever talk and the ever talk as no workers for the yan tama. The more Sika Kasiaka could you mohono. Oh, no more the bar almost spreading. Workers no time almost spreading. Without public cancer me monitor. The last week of the month and then the first week of the month. Traffic will chrome. You know why? You know why? Last week of the month and the first week of the month, every month. That time no traffic. Who took out chrome? But traffic musab. Obi a walk no. That time we
to no at the 90.
Na busum in the first week, ni twam the second week, ni piepe. I started.
A friend here packing a joint. The whole packing a joint to be na all right town.
What would I
yes.
Pick up basa. The do hona we ai bokra wonte. Mun na me wianim. The first month, the first week ni there.
Well, so AC and na yem shishina.
Allah, udum no roll down. Eh, cause that roll it down. We say, oh, me person me fresh air, boy.
But they say sad you know. AC no on no your much economical than say will be rolling glass. It's an
so yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. We put through this one so economics. Now we have minute. Maybe I do good.
In them
and then no credit. We now say economics in the pay. January who say January every akoso. Say I'm na man for na kaso rolling up. Aerodynamics of the car and when you are speeding, I can say, but even that extra because air conditioning makes some of the power generated by the engine. The
engine will have to produce
more. Until we had then also air conditioner, but a little extra. And it's out TV no air conditioning, also fan air conditioning. Also, also fine, also air conditioner engine. I try.
And the German
opposition, Sikana. And I am on Mubam, Nemiho, Medjumami, and unfortunately, last me talk over a year and Canadian car, and I work at BI Power. I didn't work at BIJ, Nipea, Utimiko Toko, Bidibina, Naso Koto, into a broad bunch and the normal thing. But unfortunately, me then they are near cap. And a Ghana house the mortgage system, loans, no, and yet you papa. A yet you but quite over fast way, but more, you must got to die and ask Kotoka. Tiana man from and a Ghana house because you borrow your culture, no, encourage Busiabo. Encourage Busiabo. The bank fund has come intensify more activities so that because somebody has a in business. I call class 1. A basic now university 1 + 1 change.
There be a
2. 1 + 1 class them way 2. 1 + 1 concrete them way 2. Wo university 1 + 1 is 2. But over business field 1 + 1 can be 0 and 1 + 1 can be 100.
Depending on what you
when you team up with the right person, or only the energy balance, and now the capital balance, you see somebody to me. But who team up with the wrong person, 1 + 1, no, wrong person, no, a better cause 0 or negative. Oh, pussy, I'm one, no, you know, so triple baby sing. The business, maybe call rep, the man who say, who team up with colleague, right people, you can go higher. You can soar, but me a cost that if you fall in the wrong hands, kaput, you are finished.
120 days doing business under the second coming of John Mahama. Saying is it here?
I say Ghana.
Is it dollar bar from inflation bar from?
We talk about be December, and I'm not sure of the dollar. This January, the dollar number about is 14 to the dollar. Say because we say conform, and I see me hedge, me peg me home. To me code, me agree say okay, Sikana cannot be trying in dollar. Na and offer me na aka the members 20,000 be so deba. I got $20,000
$20,000.
$20,000. Think at that time now, I cost 16. I cost 17 because now one 200, almost 300 something. It's about 13 point something. So last week near 14 point. So it's about 13.7.8. We calculate at the number 200 and something. You know wow. And I'm requiring secret. I'm kind of cohesive.
Yeah, previous rate.
You know, so there be $1.
And you know, is dollar no crazy and how much business?
Apart from what effective, a cost also effective. It depends. Maybe I now put ujina. One head you ujina. Be your $2 too. And I say, yeah, or dollar to all business no. That's so called $1. Waboka. Obi answer obidoka ayed
dollar denominated.
Odi obi ka dollar. What gain? Because if I was supposed to give you $10,000 last month, in CD term, I buy 16 by 160,000 Ghana. So say no, me just can't remember between our car $10,000 number 130,000. I have gained. But the milk trial can
aboka.
And I say, dollar no cocoa do 20. And I know they make $10,000. And ka ubetria car, ubetria 200,000. The dollar rated. It has its own, but Mokola fund on my yard. Until now, by here, there's $1 above, but the be anyone above.
Oh, but inflation is also on a downward trend.
Mese bibi anywhere above. And a bunch of $1 nekoto. Mokono. Ntozu. Drive volunteer on my use. Drive volunteer on transport. Farmers no too. Farm gates in a moton, no moton. Bibi a Hawaii. Until all of the bodies is a body drove back be at 200 a year. A maker a pim up and 2 no yapim no. I pay 200 Ghana, 150. When you for crowd 1 to 80, 150. I didn't need 26, 36 square. Another time, man, there's no board. Hold on, I could do. Opa, also me boy,
body dear, minimum say body boy heading.
By here, the woman no back be am got to bed say to pay out here get me. 300 cities. 30 cities. Hey. Dokuno.
But I no chairman. As a result of aban you may be na because 120 days aban would do body crank and so it.
Ayi, wouldn't baby. And then answer Kufuado na wo. Brody broke so the crow broke so near Kufuado. Na den ne dem mahama badia. Mo say brody broke so ra. Yem fan ko she Kufuado. Ana yem fan ko she Kuani. Ana yem fan ko she driver for. The same. You dey believe who be?
Yeah, you dey nyawa.
The same. Akufuado teso no. Ene ma ekoso Akufuado. Na Akufuado free so no mahama ba. Ene ma ekoso ra se ma yem fan ko she mahama no ba enche. We must always stay principled. We must always stay principled. My men can't there apart from media me direct. Now it was be a Kufuado be by their friend free SHS. And one say what to bag a mauba and I trunk. No load Gary use their man their call.
She said
at the school. Unpiare, Kusakra, Wabasan Cofano, who school another man, Lord friend was an Buffy. Now, man, for be say, and Corali Coscua. Omo Coscua, ya talk Gary mom, and in ye free. Almost a Coscua, ya talk Merc mom, and in ye free. Almost in Corali Coscua, there's in some mom can a number, I know. Macola obey school. But my miss we answer. But be said, and for in central for me and fair whom you. Okay, so Kufuado got to iPad by school for. Pad. Then computer here, iPad.
No more distribute TV.
There be a big warehouses. Schools in baby, omuna diaba. But a bad way, I decided to make iPad no warehouses, no distributed sanitary pads. Or the pad no, this year, dear no. And calling in a be here, dear. I'm a computer, I'm a little computer. While the warehouse pad no, and work offer sanitary pads. Agyemang, I am asking, why is this government afraid to distribute tablets? No, why are they denying Kwala as a Musaka? Why have they retrieved even those who received no? And they go good them.
Oh, my retrieve be.
Yes.
This is according to you.
It is called any school. Our munya bi anaso munya bi. Omo anya bi yaje agu ho. Omo a enya ya de akọ school mo ese mo nche. Ni mo ko sanitary pads. Why are they distributing sanitary pads instead of the iPads that were imported by the Nado Danko Kufuado's administration? Why? Parents, your man no good school bono omu here computer no dey adwuma no aban we agye go and no distribute iPad but is in collaborate na no mo so mani agye iPad sanitary pad no for twen ba no mu na me ma baba akope mbisa oso mbisa mo na monya bi die ba ko sminya bi da come my sister ba ko bi da come my papa also dey ten
attain it is comfortable
yeah I'm everyone sre kola no mu die no problem mo fanche om yeah, dream with that. It was free SHS. What me ko join university mu. Oh, ube kama omwan nchirimba no colleagues no. So two obugum sa ban we ya the other wa pam microphone no. Ah, e form adwuma no because other yan also no mo here. I want to for MP before. Hey. Kana form abu mate. The mo am colleagues nka ban na di bon nka mo mutemfu mo correct ya ban say suku mo so ni ho. Ekate fo mo da mo say because odododio osu clote and this year this was be sin there suku abakopa university bakopa wo hanin so ma enkate fo mo champion ubisa am school usu ba wave was a ba average some to Musemba. Name Zena MP. Eto one truck a water tanker back but distribute to ma me a distribute to say yeah. Ha. Dabi o da dwe ho bi. Pipe ne ma. When people go dey say ama pipe ne bia no nya nsuo de bia de adware akọ ba bia so kwa no pa ahemachi no. O si MP to December to one tanker back we see at chama monti mani age. Ne man bi adwene sa. Nkete no dos wo nkrofo bitrim. Nkete no dos wo nkrofo bitrim. Dodo. Ne man nkete no dos so I go and say that me tell me are these people serious? It's not for you to fight for your people. So that your government, your so-called government you support and love no will be popular. No. You are telling them this is only bad. Meanwhile, I'm teaching I don't know what meaning. First one, I'm saying, well, also take a that's one say, and I take one say, ba. I feel I'm doing two say, man. I'm so David. Then I thought to truck back over. Ha. I don't move. That truck and some one day school for now holding and some.
Mamu two.
And some a day. A day. And so many aje. Sad.
In the 120 days of His Excellency President Mahama, Chairman,
Okaso be betting tax. You say, Kolani be a better, I know when you betting tax a free. Betting tax, 10%. And to more trap betting. Or when you 10%. And I mean, me no, I ain't trap bet. And I will tell you.
Me say this here.
Yeah, you ain't trap, they are bringing 14.75 electricity in Kutia. They betting tax 10 every ho. A man Colano Coco say, Monco didn't say no. You did feel honor, and you had 14. Can you tell no 14.75. You have 2 electricity. Or say your mamma, I did. You don't say, you bet ya. If you're 9, you bet ya. Wasan catch them in millions every quarterly, every 3 months. Obesamba abetu. Wanga abetiso. Obeba abetu. When you ni de big keke yezu sepr yamprunko. When you the sum so mama 100%. See you betting tax. No more physical and no mama apartment at the 14.75 atoso. Insu a bednum. And also, you free, you betting tax, no? You're the 5 4s of 5, almost 5, 4 point, almost 5%.
No,
4.02. In so now, Benum, the other bed Gary, the other Ben Diane, the other Nin, Ubahok, Nina, Ukutia, ye free, ye 10%, no? You're the 4.0 question soon. To any agent. Almost a harbor. And that container. Handling charges cry you have VAT ni NHI also handling charges no and yet who's it duty no work here but handling ko jina ho mama ko ho shia clearing agency ne deben also you back on price no mutwama container handling no and useless ne deben obaye watu handling charges no yatu. What's your man 100%? 10 over 10.
Out of 10, everyone say.
Yeah, about phobia by some man 10 over 10. Sign him, I'm and then Kola Co school, no. Nenka, you do Kola, who taught the Uniama Echo or Nicosi school. Now, your mark of Fado. So, better exams, so bad their books, iPad crying to be a mamba, and then iPad the Agyemang. And now, your sanitary pad, where the Agy. And Siciano, or Kola cultural final year exams, Omunans, first link into for a time into exams fee. Omubai, almost Sandiaba. School between 500, a bit 400, a bit one school and you cry 110,000, 100. School be a neighbor. First is Niku for me into ya. You betting tax, and the Akacha parent is a cocotia. It's a prayer, whom fast only be no. obi ti ase man 100%. Why are there pa 10/10? One can say who Baba there are several things.
It was 120 days here, Uncle you crowd.
It is now Bobos. Ubos when I know Pazia, the list now like Ubos. I hear wow, I hear now for completed. And I done
now Ubobis betting tax on the
I done. I hit betting tax a year for the day we have a show. And I make a choice betting tax now see done at 10%. He flew the special Ukanya come. Kakra and your amount 10, amount 14.75. And to the ones who see why I know.
Out of 10 over man say.
Make it come back. Count near my so no say how many you know
about
20,
yeah
20 that's 22 or 20.
Yes.
I'll be also listening here.
I'll get one list for you.
Now and cowboy wine. Much who they are trick you. Who have 2. No they are dojo. 3. No who they are no account. So no women's banking. And I see
then when you 120 days.
120 days account.
I gave him my leg.
And I'll say obey a bank no. Bank no or quite on the court parliament. And also a Mexica, it could be a bank no. So guys cover my bank no. You need over 400 million to set up a bank. No, or they no kind of 40. Was it 40 or 50?
50.
50 million. I hear 400.
54. So.
You hear 400 million that cost at the bank no. The 50 about who so I done. Office no. Woman bank in way. Office no way. 1 year MD. Yes, setting up a way. That's tricky. You are not can actually to try follow and see a complete. Because you are not can parliament.
Economists be a mini income say looking at the economy right now, inflation ever for me said the win. Na see the gaining strength. Tells you say omu handle economy ni. And only here be my man for who ajo.
My catcher say Agyemang I decided say was to halt all payment to contractors. And tisikano uns dey be the tax. Don't you free mo and WTI workers ka. Dia kano they go home. So what do you expect? The money will be there. We'll show up. Would have some year audit. Year audit, no. Now payment, external payments, they say in pure wine. You pure one per where the dollar. Because if it's driven by production and our export, and they're sustainable. But when you decide not to, to say free this year. So you pay car or salary, the condo account month for Zanka. The next 3 months, you can also a bank account. Lembom Crawford free from Kudokuno Mukadu no. Also 3 months, won't for Zika or Zanka. After 3 months now, started Piacano. Okazuka. They don't account.
Any amount council be a social contract, Chairman. First, President Mohammed's first 120-day social contract with the people of Ghana. Say nominate within the first 14 days a complete list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval.
Why? 14? But also within 14 days. 14 days this way, no yet. Also within 14 days. 14 days this way, no yet.
Constitute a leanest, most efficient government under the Fourth Republic.
Leanness no why but efficiency no there enuru. We say lean no there why but the efficiency no the search no there. See me catch us be why the trick.
Establish a robust code of conduct and standards. Code of conduct and standards for all government officials. And I know launch.
Na no look kan. Me nim so tie na. O say we are na pointy. No be the sika bro near less than 200 million afasho botom. E me kan say no 220,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, a bro there.
A bra. O say Friday.
You declare and then
o say a bra
taxes on.
Me na me Mr. President. Fa be kire me. Nti me papa ya ma adwuma bi. One bring me $1 million. Or the Google, you say maybe any camera na monti. You say, oh yeah, the oba okura handbag no odi si ho a no akoja ne kan oba no afa no da afa kwasha ni ma ya brem hand $1 million ni ma kukuru Mr. President me adwuma bi am kwa ya brem is $1 million na Mr. President he say oh when you fa no ye no ma munkodi o na me mfa munko hey is that what you tell me and you are happy? Well, the bribe, the gift, the beba. Akasi. Now I appointee. And I want her mamma nim. And appointee. Obi abro $1 million. No mamma for bra no him and son or my approval no kodi. Oko continue cat. And as o continue commission and as interest. You tell me, look at me and tell me, say.
Say and I know all year all one chair so na or
no ajibi dada no aji two cars no aji two cars dada
pool
no aji two cars dada
mba say man penny be fa
no aji two cars dada
chama maro ade unti say obefa say nko fa anka minu mienu ye nte ho
dabi cars no aji dada ansa na okola nti mba oti hu so say wan de buy na say cars na he no de buy why na de buy the cars na cars there ba no
over there boss ah
me say that be
chama dey asem na hugi
aya question na me bi saw oh bra me say also be a bechele car why near me sans ye two and as wine and all the coy and as two people will be at the car and as only didn't to one of to as Mr. Mama what by and by who this car but to can't into a local chairman. What was the intention? I'll back just ask all the needed questions.
I did an intention or I did intention is a what you be.
There is nothing like a free lunch.
Oh, child,
there is nothing like a free lunch.
Do you be at the
will be called a lunch, you know? We are more him.
Call lunch be a. I'm going here. Yeah, but yeah, because see,
young clear, no.
My main call is one homra. Now, because I do the list. The list. Okay. So, my main file a few of them. Na ye new home the social contract said is a lazy president mama at the buyer. Was it hold a national economic dialogue to discuss this and also achieve. And so far, has it been done?
Only back on round discussing the feedback we are Maya was what we.
The feedback.
Oh, yeah, education. The
promise, no promise. Now you can
also be hold
in the promise. One gaza or the feedback and Babbitt.
The feedback, no ever.
And not the feedback is not in the promise.
Nothing good, nothing. We don't need to know.
But can't you also say that ABI is as a result of dialogue? No, the improvement we are seeing in the economy.
We only the minimum $20 no. I know that one day we all know.
You know.
We know, and I don't know. I've just told you. When they start paying their debts, I bet we can't be between.
Chama I'm go oboyo ha omra. You better to us.
When you can bobo so. Kwa besambo.
Mezaba.
Me ko tia hwe aba. Ne me wa ma dem yan mo me de.
Yo na kwa ba. Get closer to the microphone kakra mama.
Okay, thank you.
Na yemo so. President Mama ban one who pain. You share Agyemang. In fact, then the last time I was on TV.
Yeah, it was
check. President Mama Okoi waba. Obai when you 120 days as a leader. Or since Yasueni in ABC ne aye ka 120 ya saying na usi huno from all front. I mean, security, governance, economy, and all that. What can I say?
Anyway, me da mo say nya akwenya bisumeti me aka madwin. Efa amamu anase economy na yenya yeka ho ase. But akweti say Before Ghana or in general, Africa in general, before any idea about 2 points.
Young 2 points. Hey,
we are not going to develop.
Are they?
the way we perceive leadership, and I say amamu, kwan ye faso, and I say kwan ye pese ye involve ye hu into amamu onu na ehwe economy na asana ebe kan say economy ni year. They say enam wo a upeso be lady amamu no. Na the way na yedi ehu hye amamu no. Onti na me kan say
mean amanyosem ni
eyi no yentupo. Eyana sometimes me di yaw ekwan ya che mu wo oman mu efa amanyosem mu. Uhia akwati say de bia now there's a crash. We will say we are against ourselves. Na ye de atro asem e de kun ye hu a betimi amam e be mami kwan e be di enim say me boa aban. Na adua ye di wura amamu mu no amanyosem mu anase amamu mu no leadership mu no nugwasi idea me to me no me nugwasi because I going to say your education no it does not make us to think, it is for survival. Education no nya as Africans you know it needs to be redefined. I say ye hu ni entie schools semono de be ma wa be ye penyi anase enimdini we ni nya say yemfa call consideration mu in the sense obi opeso wura leadership position mu to say among yourself mu the odi etu ni timu asan be ba no onya positions bia onya position pe obehu adwan odi bem ye obi a say owura political leadership opeso oye political leader be ye parliamentarian ministers a president or whatever obi opeso owura leadership position say oye selfless person obi a enye say obab abemu say obab nya ne hu iye but say no because ye wura abemu no ye pesca ma ye hu ti na ye ba wuram e di ho akoye ti say a lucrative business sector obi a wura abemu no enye say odi adwin a odi ba so be boa oman no na odi ba. Since the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, minya hu any leader in Africa as an African leadership obia or proactive who can put mechanism in place to help the nation develop. All those who succeeded in coming, they are all self-seeking people. Yes. Ono ekahuna ema yen chumpon. Because ajian obia di wura amonya semu anase leadership mu no. Ono na mi kan say emwaye yen chumpon. One, yen hia obia obabe manage yesika semu Ghana as a leader. Yen hia obia obabe try with us say misu me a leader. Me ye two programs be wo Jimpa. Me ye management and leadership programs. Competency skills, managerial skills, and that's project management. let me say, how do you call it? Leadership, executive leadership renewal. With the mindset, say, I want to draw the thin line between leadership and management. But yeah, sometimes you consider Sanyamanu and Sana, you better take a leadership position. Because we don't know that a leader can become a manager and manage well, but a manager cannot become a leader. In this case, Ubehu say no, we don't care about who will become a leader in Africa, and I say in Ghana. So Ube far ways and means to, get money to lure people to believe in whatever you want to tell them. So unya ska would bet me a year obenya power no we because unya ba abemu pe echebia we a billionaire. That's the mindset I been mudi call leadership position no enuni. It is a who opposition ways and means for you to be demonized. Ube free her out ube omusu benya kwa eba no na akoye ti say kumbi. And to be who say, not in Africa, elsewhere. Ebinuka omudi etu tata omo call rebels near ye. Na say omuti imbe di abans ombe di obenya konyana. Now others also could share boost no more because everybody is thinking of getting power so that all that belongs to the whole nation. No, everybody will say no omu chema omu na omu ye. Yenka nukre wo omamu. Nukre yenka eni se ye hwe sena ye tata ehu with niema ebe you free ho na mi menya kwan aba ho no. That type of hypocrisy no edie nya pa wo omamu. If we know leadership skills and we know managerial skills, we know managers, they manage the status quo. But a leader's, how do you call it, skills that leaders need is different from managerial skills. We should know who is a leader. A leader must be proactive, knowledgeable, full of wisdom, who is selfless, just like Kwame Nkrumah.
A leader must be proactive.
A proactive person who is selfless. If you want to become a leader in, how do you call it, a leader who will leave a good legacy, you must be selfless. You need not come like somebody who needs money and will be taking all that belongs to the people of Ghana into your selfish ends. But this is the system we have with ourselves now, that anybody who is allotted with who is given a position, they say, "Maybe." They say, "You more be minister." They say, "Crapo." Now you are designating the person to become a minister. Some of the converting, who are by interview, na. Krom hini numu ne busuafo numu ne yi omunya edi wechi abetra bako invite omu ube mo muska ube na say they are coming to witness your vetting. I feel ashamed of myself. The drumming and dancing will be coming because ye wie ye nya ye numa aduani ye be didi. They say
that's what it means.
That means you who are giving because that's how it looks like. Because I'm going to say Manya, you are not going to think of the tax ahead of you. You are not going to think about that, but you are looking at the benefit, what you are going to get. Position now. Why the same thing, those who want to go into parliament, they are also thinking of what they will benefit, not because of what they will contribute to the development of the country. And your mindset na edi wura amamu no e nugwase mindset. Until we get people like Kwame Nkrumah types who are selfless. When you are being demonized with any this at all, the person will be working with truthfulness. Kwame Nkrumah was not establishing one single room for himself until he was overthrown. He was emptying everything to make us reach the next level of our lives. He was being persecuted. 7 bomb attacks, Kwame Nkrumah survived. But he was working, doing all that benefited us up to today. So if you look at those who overthrew him, whether they make us good or they made us suffer, and these are the repercussions of the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. Now, you can say, a name miracle, na ebiana aka yesakra entimi koya no. But thank God, it me did it. Adia edi achieve the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Ye ni onu na ye nya hu adia ye a ye be hu say ya nye ni ye na ye nye yi ni restructure your system. But I can say ye bibia ma we imitate wrongly. Say Abrofonu can say 100 years of the president of Donald Trump. So whether he met this or not,
100 days.
Yes, the abai your persuasion say Muhammad need 120 years. No, we don't need those things for anything. Let us not imitate wrongly.
Oh, that
we are imitating democracy wrongly.
The 120-day assessment now.
Assessment nukrapono ehun here because yen kan nukre wo oman mu. Until we start thinking as a people, working selflessly. Yen foul say be manage the funds of the nation. We need leaders. We don't need managers. So if I tell you the thin line between a manager and a leader is that a leader is someone who is proactive, who is visionary, who sees 100 years ahead and would like to take us there. So we'll follow him, we'll follow him.
Pull it.
Okay.
And treat you anymore.
Okay, yeah, all right. Thank you. I'm going to say, a leader, leadership skills is different from managerial skills. So that's why I'm telling you, say, a manager is someone who manages the status quo. A leader is someone who is always selfless, who always want to help the people to develop. Moi, onu nebe lead as a, ne say onu the skills, and yet the same like manager's skills. But in this case, ubia per se or leadership position. Now, ubisa say we are managing. We don't need managers in leadership positions.
So, Ukase, there's no need for us to be assessing and be okay. You mean say the 120 days assessment, a copycat being here. America for
just like
But say only power Bobra, if you are managing or you're leading the people, at least ube share wechi baby a ufri ni baby or the abedru no I say near maybe I walk no an hour. Is it not necessary?
In some way, you say it's necessary, but to some of us, it's not necessary. Because me can say you can recreate or so many things happen to us. Our democracy is, should I say, it's not based on any cultural foundation, just like we have in China, UK, America, and etc. All these people have their various cultural democracies. The UK type is not the same like American, and then the Chinese, which Kwame Nkrumah had wanted to adapt that time. Before they have, practiced it and it's well with them. Despite no matter how we thought of it, or more, they are practicing that type of democracy Kwame Nkrumah was talking about because we are one people. We have to become one in this nation. But we have taken it on the other side that because he was saying it, it wasn't right thing for us to do. And he was persecuted, just like Akufo-Addo did Jerry Rawlings, when he implemented the VAT. When VAT was implemented, he led the this is demonstration against the VAT that had been implemented for it to be revoked. And
But
then
it was reduced at the
no, wait. It has to be revoked, and it has been revoked for us to be educated well, for it to be re-implemented. But the implementation of the first one have affected us, and things, went up to that level. And we have been educated to accept the VAT, and it has shoot up again to a different level, and it affected us double. And it's, we took it, we bear with that. Within that time, up to when Akufo-Addo won power, some of us, we thank God that he was coming to demonstrate the true leadership he was fighting for. But when he came, I was expecting something to happen drastically. He could have removed the VAT he demonstrated against, scrapped it from the system. And that's Odisai 11 the share at that time, now make us say the best leader I've ever met. But he even came to increase the VAT that he opted to be removed. And that is one thing, that if it is not me, then it is wrong. If it is you, it's wrong. You get my point? But if it is me, it's right. Whether it's wrong or...
Depending on who is in power.
Yeah,
who is in control.
That's the system we are having here in this. So, edi atro etatao anasem niam ameya etiawa ubehwi from as me ba ye ka bibi kra me tie. That's the suban I woman me can say we are not going to develop as a people if you and I will not begin to think, because our education does not make us think. It is for survival. So when I be faso enyaska any adibia ebe ya ebe wiye onu na di anim ema ya kechire.
Jimmy Fan say make 120 days of His Excellency John Mahama. Do you feel say a man for Sheno say o lidi o mano e de yakonimum ebi kra on krofo a work to tarnish him na why unpopular say there be omusu be nyatumi ana. Is that how you see it in the last 120?
Onu ne be normal ye wo mu a e affect you from long time. Ye pay hu ye di nukre.
Is he doing something good?
Oh, okay. Na say no about to me, we are anticipating say obey bibi, and until 1 year comes. Me, that's how I measure things.
Okay, you want to measure him?
Yeah, me after when 1 year comes and I do not see any mechanism thing put in place to help us evolve from this archaic system we have now, that's where I'll begin to mark him. I will not depend on the 120 days now.
You're too short,
you're imitating American style. America, do you know the reason why I like Donald Trump? You have to put sense into our heads. Because our education does not make us think. I don't want to come and attain doctorate degree or even become a professor and I will say I'm traveling to America to go and seek greener pastures. That's the bullshit something in African. Because we don't want to think for ourselves. Otherwise, some of us have the chance to travel outside to go and make life for ourselves. I don't need happiness for myself. I don't want to go and live somewhere that I'm seeking greener pastures. I want to be part of solution. I feel the pains we perceive life as Africans. So when I see people enjoying themselves on televisions and them, when some documentary is going on seriously, foreign documentary that will put some sense into our ear. The moment you hear music, go and watch the television, you see black man dancing. I feel ashamed because that's all. We think entertainment is what we need. We even want to, to benefit from entertainment. We took entertainment first before acquisition of knowledge. Onema young chumpon. Because the enije edikan say you school, you classes, Mr. Agyemang, and then you me school. Why? I have something very important to go and then do. Like I'm going to entertain myself somewhere. It is me. I will escape. I will even forgo that lectureship. Who bet me at echo tie lectures? Who bet a copy? You grasp the understanding of what the tutor is giving you, and you have your copy, your notes there. If I should come and copy your note, I should come and copy from your DC. I will not get the authentic
because you are not there during.
Yes. So our education, we how do you call it? We throwing it under our this thing. We take something in place of knowledge acquisition with what? Entertainment or something that will make me get money. So we know money before we start school. And that's the reason why we even don't choose programs that falls within our talents, and we just go to school to attain certificates for the certificate to get you a job, which was wrong. Until we redefine education, let's forget about all that we are doing today. We need to what? Become professionals, so that it will not end up say, I have my certificates and I me pay Juma Bia. If you have chosen a program that falls within your talent, and you come out as a professional, you will not go to seek a job and you will tell the job owners you need a Juma Bia. The white man will tell you, this is my skill, this is my field, and this is what I want to do. But in our case, who you school no need a Juma Bia.
Mami now I say Johannes Koku na I say 120 days something I copy from America may hire home class ye were juma ye, so we should focus on a juma wo say was ye citizen na to daddy and so ewo me chen when I say o maja on tema mo aba nem say ntime ma citizen 120 days. Do you agree that we should be looking at Nyema Hodo Bebre? I was serious on a job. Ninja is a market time. We did, and then we are see, and then you demonize your home because you want to win political power. And no money ade.
When you Max, Rabbi Mamincha, Namincha, waiting for Madasi. Na Mincha, Pimfa, Niweshawa. Chama Mayowa the Monday class I am many share but this Monday it's good to see him.
Is it or your masters for Wednesdays?
Oh.
Masters class. Wednesdays.
You see, enka onya bonne there in Pabama target. Na enka at every point in time you look back to see the a target as a man achieve and you are on track. So if you give yourself 120 days and you have a social contract with the people, enka after 120 days you assess yourself there.
Am I with
you? And what the situation should be. However, Ghana High enka wase agro beso no fianapa. Ghana has easy a group Bosonia on Fianapa. Because we all saw the first 120 days of President Nanado.
How was it?
Make him one man because you see, when he named his ministers, he talked a bit about each of them and why he had chosen them for that.
That star.
And we felt that no.
There's a new star.
Star for Fraba and Ampasu, I send you care for the monk of no one. No zimua you feel there. All kinds of fucking Furata. I felt that no, this man is right for the finance ministry. It's all we enable day. We also
you have a great point too.
We all saw what happened. So now, if we say 120 days, 120. We might say we might be flowery and all those things. After the 120 days, what next?
Debut.
So yes, I mean it's okay to measure yourself, but for me, no, by there, whatever gains are there, it should be able to be sustained. We need to sustain those gains and consolidate it. So far, you're able to me I share the exchange rate. Near Kade, the Nanado need 120 days, exchange rate in your time or kufu. Over for the full phone and kufu. he sustained it for a while, and then he started gaining.
And it was even more than 120 days.
You understand? But within.
Yes,
Oh, I have to see. It started small.
As at December 2021, then I'm 6. Then
and that was must be more than almost 4 years.
But Buffalo 4. Buffalo 4. 2021. Then 6. But he sustained it. Yeah. He sustained it. No. It started moving very well.
Let's say during the period.
He sustained the 4. It got to 4.5, got to 5.
Now,
the man obey. You understand? But what I'm saying is that.
So let's say it
at
was
this point,
within a range, I say a manageable.
Exactly. But at this point, the exchange rate within the 120 days has gone down.
It went up before coming down.
But it was, what was it?
14 when Akufo-Addo was leaving, and then went to 16 point something, and now it's dropped to 13. So don't.
You're saying it's a muja or 14.
Maybe Chairman, why you did?
I refrain when it passes.
We started to make us a pay. And the chairman knew if you know. Then us going to the election. Now back 14 or something. Mama do go dry.
No, I call through and about from at the time we're living was 14.
Okay. Ghanaians are the best judge. But as we speak,
yeah, there's that.
As we speak,
we're doing 13 points.
13 points, 37 or 37 or whatever. So for me, I don't cry about but would we be able to sustain it?
That's a question I posed to an economist.
You understand? So for me, we can be celebrating it today.
120 days.
But so Chinana said we can't sustain it. Then I have a problem. It's mama yemboy rusi de bi mu wabe ya kenke party. There be. It's not enough. We are still under an IMF program. So it's not enough. We should be able to sustain those things. And then Batsina and America there. Togo, they have a free port. The vessels that come to Togo be in Bagana. Make there, airport. IFSC, so many airports in the sub-region.
Yeah.
But we don't have an airline. In the matter, they work to a 10-member committee
for an establishment of an airline.
National airline.
Yeah,
okay, it's good. So some of these
it sounds good to me. And I say,
yes, exactly.
We don't have a national
airline.
You
understand?
And now they were listening to us.
Maybe. You know. So for me, I'm in there. We are not doing the things that will help us see sustainable development as a country.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already to we are not taking those critical steps.
You agree with him when he says we are not working to develop.
Oh yes.
As a maybe now.
Oh yes. And some the and the reason why we are doing 120 days is because of political power. Because the man, that measure we but you see, let's set the politicians
long-term goals.
Markets leading up to the elections. Dr. Baumia what promises are we making? They have scored over 80%. He was giving himself a score, right? Since I was said to some of the presidential communicators, 80%, 73, 90. You see? So why are you scoring yourself? It is we the Ghanaians who are supposed to score you. But my phone, madam. Debiano, set your questions. Take boxing. It's not enough. We need to start doing the serious things that will have sustainable development. Or the sustainable development, Baba. And
that is where I'll ask this question. So let's say it's said dollar no air form. Should the business community begin to feel its impact? Is it inflation ever form? Should the ordinary person begin to feel its impact? Because if it is in 120 days, now people can testify to the impact of the air ban or there. That means that said they can sustain here.
Yes. He's feeling the impact because he's a businessman. Any businessman.
Was there a honey business?
Every
was there a honey business? because I call for or the dollar be cut there now at a certain rate and now above from to a boca.
That's what I'm saying. He's feeling the impact. Say impact and positive or negative. And I make a, it could be positive or negative. So I said be obinidiri ye no obinidiri.
Yes.
Say be most in there one more time and dollar and what your business. It's not shut that cost. Yeah, but the other thing is that obesity get to see no my because first is kadudu no here kodaba ka dollar no see no that until that saves that person money. Obesity tabrochi or send this car na first no send maybe $100 it's enough no. See I no obe feeling. You understand? See I no be feeling. But the most important thing is that if you are talking about a Ghanaian businessman who relies so much on importer, siko inyada kofa dollar na dabe. Sabi, at least you're going to make some savings. Yes. So some of these things have various impacts. Even some of the people will feel it. Say a driver for bimuka. In fact, my name is around for a while, but my attitude today, minimum so there was a fuel
yeah.
Consistently.
No fuel. I mean, at the international market, crude is also going down.
Okay.
Small.
So that has
account for
people have. It's also something in a Monday. Me sure be one of the radio stations. We in a car do no kade. You fuel our 2 for man because say we do need jada. Hey, let me say, on woody or flex or flex. Yes, some people might benefit for a while, but yeah, coffee bubu nsu what the Swiss zero. Now why we abuse? We seem to abuse. We abuse things. But the most important thing as a people in there, one, the critical thing is our mindset. We the people need to have a change of a mindset. So the reset agenda now working. I think that one of the critical reset is the mindset of all of us as individuals.
It should be.
Right.
You understand?
Chairman, time now so we have just about 10 minutes.
May the only thing I like about the reset, including myself and you. But unfortunately, that is not what happened. We had this discussion a lot. No matter what you do in Ghana here, if we don't change our approach, our attitude, our mindset, if we don't emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, we shall remain slaves no matter who come and rule or govern us. And I think it's a Mahama person succeed here. So consultants, say we should find a way to address that thing. I have listened, I have businessmen, small and big. I have people who have money stuck under their beds and in their bank accounts. Omu problem one is some could be a juma. Ghana phone baby discount. Ghana phone baby we are home. Ghana phone be better. Talk to anybody.
I know a businessman who relies on Indians to manage his business.
Yes. Why should that be so? Meanwhile, there are people here who need jobs. And Kuala soon some pejuma here who could be a juma problem. And now let me tell you a professor about course or quiet farming. Who could be a Kubeno would be a Rodan and one would be able to Kubeno. But no high so at this time, no one could do to
there been a greater Accra minister okay the street lights all year.
Oh yeah.
Some of them have been stolen.
But those days me na KME identify say omo trash bins ni sisi ho a na ngofo atentam de ko ana o science dia omo be weld e dey abo metallic and no more wealthy and nkofo try
omonya dade akanya rubber ka ho. So if we don't one of us who are setting up a coding or setting up a Deben, youth, but if we don't start teaching our honesty, sincerity, integrity lectures. Let people see, say that one pays more. Let people, because Agyemang, Odam Chromo, yes, so people per Juma, ya for Juma, I do what Juma first thing, and then with me, we are. Honesty.
My uncle.
I would be work. I mean, if what I'm saying is yes, that is the area we
are not truthful.
Because we can grow, we can develop, we can advance. But
I was talking about redefining education. That will be able, to bring our children up in the right way. Because what we have gotten from our elderly people, or no, we know the omudi change so ehwie so a omuso company in a sense you discuss edi enim enije ni sika pe we don't have time to go and waste and go and prowl after weeding and then we sow and wait for the crops to germinate
in this time
up to when the crops we want to even harvest before we weed. We want to harvest before. Yes. We want to. Obi a school crowd person try V8 mo. Funny no ye kasa mi so ye person as be school. Perception about our lives before even coming out from school. Crap no determine what we are experiencing. Because any scapedo and na bie ye say because ye need time ye be sua ehun say ye wo a say unya say about 30 years going and sana ubetimi edi ohun start year yeah no unya 18 years ni to no upe biase niam nyina ebo eti kronu senkrat mi real ni nya free kwan ya di sika etata in kwada no mu afri kwada brim
movie TV great advert ya kura
e na corruption free obi person attack corruption na misre
na local so akola mi na so di 14 13 ko twede nuati
okay go pesca
no say corruption na attack kan asem no so obi ba na kan speech about corruption na misre because nipa na all can speech all ye prepare all ye na all can no or corrupt the fighting corruption say corrupt the leaders are also corrupt so what are you implying? It's hypocrisy. We are not truthful.
And now me take
on the man say ye hu baby corruption e share say free na start a fight here e benya ni because corruption started free time 6 months old in our parents arms
so they cause galamsey
time ye nya na tea crap no na ye nimska yet me the 2 cities amakwada on him this denomination woman 20 on him 50 cedis on him, 200 note on him. It is a me investor as a family member. Now, me because me discount a share banning same no way so much say. Now, from that age, 7 months old, onyanya 1 year. Now, udi 500 cedis, 50 note no, a share ni same. No say Ginefa, small guy, wait, no discount. He says, oh, about say, oh, Agyemang, discount we never thought we man kola no. Men first can share. Na discuss share kwala esem. Eti ewomu on him 200 note, on him 10 cedis, on him eti se wu miko wie. Na uji sa 200 note no free esem. Now the 2 cedis other 5 cedis share obet 20 because he know the denomination.
Well, Agyemang.
That's the time corruption began. Eti ohuska asa na over classroom. Eti bedu maybe okay say one man is coming to school. On constitution
the Mama code no conduct there's one thing okay ya me hamepa and say na point is 3 months wa wonko ye where you know wonko declare asset no wo jo 3 months salary na obi na point is nyina so obi amfa 1 month enkoto ono na health fund nim. Do you know what that means?
What it means is
straight away we created by opportunity for them all to steal.
What
we Juma 4 months. Yentria oka. Ukotra so say pressure about that because obi who as a minister, governor appointee, government CEO. So kopobusia na likotua. What do you say in the next 3 months the betria oka. Mahamas wa 4 months no pay. Obi akobobusia on how they share. Who some start to live big. Arrogance of power and kakrabo who ni so na almost spread they say no Mahama say 4 months salary then ka ebe ba na boom or
ko ebi so abedidi
how are they going to do they are going to start stealing.
But
that is what is going to happen. I am telling you. Well, just look at all of them.
They will steal because of that directive. Citizen, out of 10, Obama president. Chairman, Medas. Out of 10, Obama president, Mama say time now.
I'll give him 7.
7.
Yeah.
That means he's done well.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes. If Yeshua Nyama 1 or 2 are CCs here, he's now 7 with 56 ministers, right? 56 ministers. Half of more than half of the you know, so it's the same. Look at that.
Citizen na to that say chairman of Mariwa meda say Johan
Koku it's not bad.
Meda mwase for mumremra so for nunsia kasebo see de bremo, and thanks to the entire crew Nyankopon ya admoch na e be say share friend Reynolds Agyemang certain for Bismarck Brown to meet again on Nyankopon kan nyina ho. Chairman